Now, it's not often that you see world leaders lose their cool at journalists, or is it? At press conferences, during events and even during one-to-one interviews, journalists are often told that they are lying, that they have not done their homework. How much of this is true? Are reporters and interviewers really at fault, or are they being attacked for just doing their job and doing it well? In the last 24 hours, two big faces, two big names have made it to the headlines by screaming at a journalist. The first entrant will not surprise you. Take a look at this report.
People like you and the fake news media that we have in this country, and I say in many cases, the corrupt media, because you're corrupt.
All of us are used to this by now. The sight of US President Donald Trump lashing out at reporters. Fake news, corrupt media, negative press are some of the president's favorite phrases. Trump loathes the press. The aversion is such that he cannot help but express it, even in the presence of other world leaders.
Much of the media in this country is not just fake, it's corrupt. And you have some very fine people, too. Great journalists, great reporters. But to a large extent, it's corrupt and it's fake.
This was in the presence of the Finnish president. What called for this, you asked? Honestly, no one knows. A White House reporter was doing his job, he was asking questions. The president had himself opened the floor.
Ask a question.
But he did not expect questions on the Ukraine phone call.
The question, sir, was what did you want President Zelensky to do about Vice President Biden and his son Hunter?
Are you talking to me?
Trump was not prepared. He refused to take the question. Trump also accused the reporter of being rude.
Did you hear me?
Did
you hear me?
Yes,
ask
sir.
him a question.
I will, but
I've given you a long answer. Ask this gentleman a question. Don't be rude.
Clear frustration. He may call the impeachment probe a hoax or a fraud, but Trump very well knows that the Zelensky phone call can cost him the 2020 elections. Now, some 12,000 kilometers away, a similar frustration was displayed by the Pakistani foreign minister. This is Shah Mehmood Qureshi. The minister is asking for a proof of his very own tweet. Bizarre much?
अभी निकालो सर देते हैं अभी निकालो यार तो वो पढ़ा हुआ सर अभी निकालो मेरा ट्वीट किधर है अभी आओ दे दो भाई ट्वीट दो निकालो भाई और प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब का अभी आज नहीं प्राइम मिनिस्टर मेरा ट्वीट निकाले आपको मेरा कहा है मेरा ट्वीट निकालो जावेद चौधरी मेरा ट्वीट निकाले साहब दे रहे आई वांट माय ट्वीट अभी बताओ अभी पता चल जाएगा अभी दूध का दूध कौन सा ट्वीट है मेरा निकालो.
Here's the story behind the rage. In early September, Pakistan made a huge claim. It said it is submitting a resolution on Kashmir at the UN Human Rights Council. Imran Khan and Shah Mehmood Qureshi tweeted about it. They said that 58 countries are backing the Pakistan resolution. Note the number. What happened next is interesting. Pakistan failed to table a resolution at Geneva. Why? Because to do so it needs the support of at least 15 nations, and a country that claimed to have the backing of 58 nations could not manage even a quarter of that support. When Shah Mehmood Qureshi was asked about the resolution, he cried, "Fake news." He asked for proof, and proof he was given. The reaction was epic.
Correct.
The journalist was accused of towing an agenda. This happens every other day. Every time a journalist asks tough questions to politicians, sportspersons, celebrities, business leaders, they accuse journalists of misinformation. For starters, it is convenient, for sure. Trump does it every other day. It was during one of these very rampages that Covfefe was born. Bureau Report, Wion. World is one.